All eyes on Doge. Big run up to the moon. Whew. Doge still going up. All eyes on Doge. Still big run up to the moon. Keep going up. Going up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Upward movement in Doge. Dogecoin. Up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Upward movement in Doge. Dogecoin. 42.60. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin.
Hey everybody, Kriss here. Welcome to the late night live stream on a Wednesday night. How's everybody doing? I'm doing good. Look what we got going on in the markets right now. We've got green candles. Told you today was going to be an up and down day with the FOMC meeting. We'll cover that and we'll get into detail on this trading that happened during FOMC. But after that was over, all that volatility up and down, as I had predicted, we're shooting up tonight. So we're at over 17.5 cents for Dogecoin. Bitcoin did cross over 98K. Now it's at 97,890. So it's not holding 98 right now, but we'll see whether that turns around. And ETH at 1830. Not as high as it was early this morning when it was up right around 1850. But Doge higher than it was this morning. Bitcoin higher than it was this morning. But ETH is still lagging behind. So that's what we have to start with. We'll look at some other cryptos as well, see what's on your mind. Yeah, Ryan. That Celtics just so bad. So bad. Yeah, just finished watching the game with some friends. And then I was like, yeah, I'm just going to go do my live stream. You guys go home. You guys just go home. It was terrible. Awful. But that's basketball, right? It's basketball. So here we go. How's everybody doing? Let me drop down here in the corner and let me see what's going on in the chat. We'll get to some other charts and some other things to look at. It's a late night live stream, guys. I'm usually not on this late, but for tonight, this is good. Little change. Get some new people coming in. We get the late live stream because I was busy earlier today. I had a thing I had to do, so I couldn't do my normal 4 o'clock East Coast time live stream. So I'm here. Yeah, after hours. Yes. Welcome to my OnlyFans late night. We have a late and an early crew. That's right, MB. Late night stream. Hey, Dustin. Mr. Kittles, how are you? What is up, Orbison? Bitcoin is close to 100K. It just hit 98K just a little bit ago. Close to 100. Joshua, how are you? Yeah, it is not late night in California. That is true, Vasil. It is not late night in California. So yeah, I'm not usually on this late. The only times I've been on this late is like when there was a rocket launch to cover or something else live this late. So hey, anybody new coming in, welcome. We have a lot of fun here. Talk a lot about Doge, but we talk about Bitcoin, ETH, and other cryptos. So welcome. Do give a like to the live stream. Subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. I appreciate that support, everybody. Whenever I don't look at the charts, Dogecoin goes up. Perhaps I should never look. Okay, don't look. Don't look, right? DB's kind of here. Okay. Hey, Doug, how are you? Cherie, welcome. Nate, got the popcorn. BTC 1-year chart looks great. Dogecoin 1-year chart, not looking, a 1-year chart The 1 year, I don't really look at that too often. A 1 year chart. There's not a lot to look at because, before the Dogecoin chart that I use here for Binance doesn't go all the way back to 2013. So I just drew this white line there. It's like flat. So 2021 on the 1 year chart for Doge has this huge wick all the way up to 73 cents and all the way back down. Kind of crazy. What does the Bitcoin chart look like? Yeah, Bitcoin chart looks much better on the yearly. Agreed. Bitcoin chart looks much better than the Dogecoin chart on the yearly. Yeah, it's those wicks though. Those wicks are the things you got to look for. What's up, Blake? How are you? Dan in New Zealand. Well, good morning to you. I know the Celtics they're so bad. They can't close out a game. It's so bad. Aesthetic, how are you? Christoph? Pietro? Boss? Honda? All good? The 1 year chart, not relevant? It is what it is, right? You look at it and it is what it is. So it's past your bedtime, Jason. You get up early, right? Get to work, don't you? Well, glad you could stick around. What's happening, Gary? How are you? Cool. We got some green candles on Doge, up over 17.5 cents here. So Doge is up higher than it was this morning, which is great. I was expecting some turbulence around the FOMC meeting today, and we had that. So after the stock market opened, Dogecoin went from 17.3, dropped all the way down to 16.90. So there was that downward movement. Bitcoin was kind of drifting down, did drop below 96K. But then we had the FOMC meeting, and Bitcoin went from 95.9 all the way up to 96.8, and then dropped all the way back down to 96, back up to 96.6, and then dropped back to 95.8. So there was some big movements here. You can't really see it on the chart as well because they're mostly wicks here, but there was some big movement up and down in Bitcoin. We had the DXY kind of doing the opposite. Tom Crown was watching. I don't know if you guys watched Tom Crown during the FOMC, but always good to see what he has to say about what's going on. And he was following the movement along as well. It's really tough to trade that. So what did Dogecoin do? Dogecoin actually went up to 1727 on that wick, and then this wick came all the way down to 1694. So there were some big movements there. For those that were swing trading, good luck with that, but that's kind of what happened. Of course, no rate cut as predicted. It shouldn't have had any volatility because Jerome Powell almost said everything exactly what you would have predicted he would have said. Almost exactly from the last meeting. So, Boss Mac, Asian Gina, was she there? I didn't think she was there. I think she was only around for like 2 FOMCs, and then they pushed her out, replaced her with somebody else. So there was no Asian Gina either. No, there's going to be no rate cut in June either. No rate cut. I don't think so, but we'll see. Let's push it to $1. 1750 would be good. Late night stream, Joseph. Yep. Thank you, Don. Yeah, I don't think June cut still. I think the whole tariff thing is still going to be hanging over. And the same thing that he said today, he's going to say next month. And it's not going to be the data of what they actually see, but it's still going to be the fear of what may come because of tariffs. We'll see whether things get resolved on the tariffs or not. But right now, that's spooking the Fed. And the Fed is like, yeah, I don't know about this yet. But we'll see. Hey, Charles, why is crypto jumping right now? We just had a few green candles here, not that big. But yeah, just a little run up. Yeah, MB. Actually, I was 3 for 3 because he had a third poll, which was my answer was I don't know. So I got the purple tie right. I got the no rate cut right. And then the I don't know on the third one. I don't remember what the question was, but that one as well. So I was 3 for 3 on Tom's show for the polls. Hey, Sunshine, how are you? You try to watch, but you don't remember. Yeah, you have to go on to he sets those things up well in advance, and you can just click on like notify me, and then you'll get the notification. Yeah, Asia Gina, right? Oh. What's my Dogecoin prediction after tomorrow's announcement? You'll have to tell me what announcement you're talking about, Orbison, because I don't know of any announcements. Powell saves the market again. I think it was just kind of pushed along. Wasn't really any saving going on. The lack of rate cuts are not affecting things like they used to. When one happens, that'll be interesting to watch. Yeah. Oh, is she back? I missed that. I'm going to have to check on that, boss. I got to check on that. Asian Gina was back. Wow. All right. I must have left before because I couldn't make it through the whole Q&A session. I will check on that though, Mac. Tricks, you're still pushing for the bearish scenario down to 12 cents. The trade deals are going to be coming fast and furious, Sherry. I don't think everyone's ready yet. 22 cents for Doge tomorrow. 19.6. And all eyes will be on Doge. Yeah, we're just going to hang out here around 17 and a half. Trump posted a trade deal announcement 10 a.m. That's the announcement. Okay. Well, we will see. I don't think, I mean, it might have a small effect. I bet $5 on Robinhood about the rate at 98 cents. There was no change. I won the contract. 15 cents. All right. A 15-cent win. A win is a win, though, right? 15 cents. What was Bibble saying again? I don't remember, Ryan. See, that's why I rely on you to remind me of these things. I don't remember what Bibble said. I remember it was high, though. It was something high. Oh, God. I'm just not dealing with that tonight. Yeah, I'm just not dealing with that tonight. Not dealing with it. He said 25 cents by Friday. Yep, Never Land. Off he went. Just, I don't have time for that tonight. I'm tired too. Yeah, so 10 a.m. We will see tomorrow morning. What country? Probably Canada, right? Did they just meet? Wasn't Carney here in Washington? That's my guess. The Never Never Land. Never say never. Exactly. Hey, let's look at a couple charts here. Trader Allen's got a new one here. Look at that. Big bull flag. A big bull flag. And now, of course, I mean, he did this. When did he do this? A couple hours ago. So now at 17 and a half, Dogecoin's already broken out of this flag. It's up here somewhere. So yeah, that is that's a good start of the breakout of the bull flag. You take that. He didn't draw the flagpole up over here though, so I don't know what he was targeting. Probably 18 cents. So we start with that one, and then Ali did a chart. Here's Ali's chart. Ali's back. This trend line has supported Doge since October 2024. A dip to 14 cents could present a buying opportunity ahead of a potential rebound to 30. However, that's not going to happen. It already hit the line. We already had that 13-cent drop in April. And so now we could move up without that dip. We don't need that dip, Ali. We had the dip. That was it in April. Now we just move up. But it's nice to see a respectable chart from our friend Ali. This is much more respectable here. He's got some fib lines drawn. The 0.618 is at 21.3 cents. So 21.3 cents will be our next resistance line, according to Mr. Ali here on this chart. He didn't point that out, but that's what I see. 21.3. That's not a bad chart for Ali. I mean, guys, this is a respectable chart here. Ali's put together. All right. Well, we'll keep that one, and we'll keep looking at that. And then we've got news from Tim Stebbing. And this is all about donating Dogecoin for the Indy 500 racer, Devlin. And I guess whoever donates the most is going to get something. I don't remember exactly what it was. But this donation leaderboard has started. Oh, Red Rider donated 500 Doge. Allo is already at 3,000, almost 3,500 Dogecoin. And this is for the Riley Children's Foundation. So donating Doge for a good cause. That's very good. That's good. Oh, God. Boot. Don't have time for that crap today. The boot. And then we've got this great drawing here of our friend Chirpow with Doge. Who do you trust better? Who do you trust better? I'll take the Doge any day over Chirpow. That's awesome. Let's check on. I haven't even seen who are the winners today so far. It's EOS. EOS is up 14%, followed by Bitcoin Cash All you Bitcoin Cash fans, good day today. Stacks, the Pi network is trying to make a comeback. Zcash, IOTA, Maker, Quant, Theta, and then Pepe. So those are the leaders in the top 100. And then who's bringing up the bottom? Virtuals, Pengu, and Fartcoin. Wasn't it just the other day that, oh God, don't you have something better to do with your time, dude? Just get the fuck out of here. God. So, yeah, just the other day, people were saying, sell all your Doge and buy Fartcoin, right? Or buy virtuals. And now, of course, they are the biggest losers along with Pengu. That's why you don't chase these things, guys. That's why you don't chase these things. They are the losers of the day, Virtual, Pengu, and Fartcoin. So good luck with that. Yeah, Ryan, I was trying to get my point across to whoever that idiot is. I'm just not dealing with it. Just not dealing with it tonight. Chirp pow. Chirp pow. Yep, I try to do only good every day, but some of these idiots are just like, oh, just not dealing with it. Again and again and again. So, oh, I know, and he wasn't even making any sense, Ryan. Just like, God. That's how off he is. Just totally off. You like the late night show? Yeah, we're having fun here, hanging out. I know, if there was a way to IP ban, that would be awesome. Nope, just no way to do that. So I just got to do it every time. And it's just going to be a waste of my time. So I apologize, guys, on behalf of the idiot. It's got nothing else to do. So thanks, Jason. All eyes on Doge. LFG, yeah. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, he probably is down on his Doge, and he just blames me and just wants to rile me up. But, you know, he'll always be a loser. Not going to make it. Not going to make it. Bruce has a guy for that. Yeah. Oh, Halogen, it's just this guy. He just keeps coming back with these new accounts and just giving me a hard time. So I'm not angry at all. I'm just a little bit annoyed by this guy. That's all. And I'll just keep booting him. So I know, well, the Knicks aren't the Celtics' daddy. The Celtics are the Celtics' daddy. The Celtics just shot themselves in the foot for the second game in a row. They had the game in hand, and then they just fumbled it away, just doing stupid things. So they don't deserve to win. Adam, how you doing? Yeah, late night stream for those that are sitting around. Welcome in. Glad you could join in. Yep, they played themselves. Exactly right. I was just like, what are you following that guy for? You weren't even sending me to the free throw line, and they're And they're purposely fouling the guy who's the worst free throw shooter, but it wasn't even a free throw situation. It was just like, what are you fouling the guy for? It's just so dumb. So dumb. To the moon, Dogecoin, 19 cents. Let's go. We'll get there. We'll get there. Just not so fast. Not going to happen tonight. But we'll get there. We will get there. Doge to the moon. Yeah, if I can send the idiot to El Salvador, Armando, that'd be awesome. Any way to deport him? I mean, he could be in any country. I don't even know where the guy is. Oh, there were like he had like 4 different accounts already tonight that I booted. I know, Cavs as well. Hey, you know, you got to win the games. You can't just show up. You got to play hard. You got to play all the way through the entire game. Not easy to win. Not easy to win. Yeah, Pacers could beat the Cavs. Knicks could beat the Celtics. Yep, that could happen. That could definitely happen. I haven't even looked at like what's going on X. Just been way too busy. Trade deal incoming tomorrow means odds are increasing. We hit new all-time highs in 2025, says Anthony Pompliano. Trade deal incoming tomorrow means odds are increasing. We hit new all-time highs. Oh, Ali just reposted his Dogecoin chart just now. According to the New York Times, the trade deal is going to be with the UK. That's what Unusual Whales is calling breaking, is that it's going to be UK. The futures are green following Trump saying the first trade deal will be announced. So we've got green futures. Let's see what this looks like. S&P up 0.4, Dow up 0.2, NASDAQ up 0.6, Russell up 0.5, and even gold is up too. Yeah. That's all right. I have not heard anything about Jasmine, Nate, other than they haven't been delisted from Binance. They're still on the might be delisted list, but still trading on Binance, but it doesn't look good. I hope that doesn't happen. Jasmine's a good project. I don't understand why Binance just gives Jasmine so much crap. I don't get it. Hey, Jay. Yeah, I couldn't do a live stream earlier. So I had a work thing late this afternoon and then watched the stupid Celtics game with some friends that were over. Dumb. So now I'm here hanging out with you guys. Late night stream. Can you give me any motivation to keep lowering my average price? I'm new to this bull cycle. First, yeah. So John, and I know you've been commenting a lot lately, somewhat negatively, about Dogecoin. So I think if you take the time and just do the research about Dogecoin, what Doge is, what's going on with Doge, and what's building for the future. If you take the time to do that, and of course, watch my videos and attend my live streams and all that, And you've heard me say how many times buying on dips. You see the big red candles, right? You see Dogecoin dropping down to, like into the 16s like we just had earlier today and yesterday. And that's when you dollar cost average, you buy a little. And then you'll bring your average price down a little bit. But if you need the motivation, I would say do the research. Look at what Dogecoin is. Look what it's about. Look up the House of Doge. Look what's going on. That should do it. Nope, nothing happening. Just was busy earlier, Armando. So said I was going to be on later. I said that I warned everybody on both Monday and Tuesday that it was going to be a late night Wednesday live stream. And here we are. Here we are. Yeah, Jasmine's been disappointed. You bought Doge at 45 cents. Well, again, DCA, as Jason says, for every Doge you bought at 45, if you buy the equal amount down at 16 cents, then you bring your average down into the low 30s, high 20s. That's how it works. Or wait for the meter to be in fear. Right now, it's still neutral to good. So I don't know if there's going to be any fear on the fear and greed coming again for a while. Armando, you're thinking about that? Experiencing some fear? We'll see. I know you've been a bear, John. I remember your comments, and I'm trying to keep things real. Again, I'm not the one who has all the hopium talking about, $10 Dogecoin. Remember that, right? There are other channels that do that stuff, not here. So I do keep it real, but I'm optimistic about Doge. I think April 7th, we had that dip down to 13 cents. That was the dip. That was the gift of 2025. We're not going back down there, in my opinion. Well, James, that's why they call it a series, right? So it goes down to Madison Square Garden. Maybe the Celtics will figure it out down there. They could win 2 in Madison Square Garden, and then the series is tied 2-2, and anything can happen from there. You never know. What if he bought 300,000 Doge? Well, then he's got a lot of Doge to buy at a lower price, doesn't he? A lot of Doge. Green candles tonight, though. Blades. We got green candles tonight. Again, Doge around 17.5. Bitcoin, 98K. It's so close to 100K again. At 98K, it only has to go 2 more percentages. And Bitcoin will be back over 100K. So close. And stupid ETH is just lagging. I mean, we look at Bitcoin dominance. Look at this. It's just 65.5 now. Did it hit 65.5? Almost. It hit 65.48. It was really close. But this Bitcoin dominance just keeps going up and up and up. And that's just mostly because ETH is lagging. Just incredible. But all good on a late night. I too have some fear about the potential upside, but having been holding this current bag since 2022, I'm good with the bull run. Right. You raise your average, Jason. So do I. Every time I buy Doge, I raise my average. That is true. Yeah, John, and this is what I don't understand. If it's all new to you, why are you such a bear? That's what I don't understand, because you've said that. And I don't, big news, but no price reflecting. That's because I've been explaining. It's the fear of what might happen, the fear that tariffs might cause more inflation, the fear that what the tariffs and what the Department of Government Efficiency is doing could lead to more unemployment, recession. None of that's happening, though. None of that's happening right now. So it's that fear, uncertainty, doubt, what we call FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt, that sort of hangs over. That's why the prices haven't skyrocketed. It's because of that. But that doesn't mean they're going to drop. It just means they're not as high as they should be this bull cycle, in my opinion. But patience, as Doug says, that's the big thing, John, is to have some patience and hang out. Yeah. Yeah, last summer we had the dip and then the lower dip and then the dippity dip. Yep, July, August, September. And then look what happened. We got the big payoff in November. If you held through that summer, you got the payoff in November. And Jay, yep, had a 33-cent average price and have brought it down to 18 cents. Yes, and then of course there was the 4.95 cents in 2022. Hey, Nino, how are you? Yep, late night live stream. And that's what I was hoping too. I was hoping that I'd be able to catch some people for this live stream that can't normally catch my other ones because you're working. So awesome. You need some Jasmine Hopium. Jasmine Hopium. Well, let's see what's going on. If we go to X and we type in Jasmine, and we see what the top posts are. Jasmine looking to break above yesterday's high, last week's low. So that's kind of, Yeah, not great. Beginning of May, Jasmine was up here almost to 1.8. Now it's at 1.58. So turning around, but not great. Jasmine. Someone else charting Jasmine. Looks like RSI is curling up here. So starting to move up. Release the full info already, Hara. It's time for Jasmine to make its move. A roadmap for 2025. This year, Jasmine will enter the next phase of expanding various product developments. All right. Looks like they've got a new roadmap. Javon Marks is looking at Jasmine's move from last year when it went crazy. Could it do another one of those big moves? So yeah, people are looking at Jasmine. People are looking at it. Yeah, we just saw the New York Times is saying it's going to be a trade deal between the United States and the UK, is what New York Times is saying. But that's good. Trade deals are good. They got a lot of them to do. Are we going to have a super cycle? Boss Mac, that's a great question. That's a great question. I think the Bitcoin maxis are at the point now where they're saying the typical 4-year cycles are over and it's going to be this extended super cycle thing and Bitcoin's just going to keep going up. because of the institutions, governments, big companies just buying and holding Bitcoin. So we're not going to see any rotation out of Bitcoin. There might be some retail traders that think that's going to happen, but the overall narrative right now appears to be the end of the big 4-year cycles. I think the bear that we had back in 22 might have been our last real deep bear market in crypto, because Bitcoin is just so strong. The fear of tariffs that we had from January to April, and even Bitcoin went from 109 all the way down to, what did it hit, 75, 76K? That was a big drop for Bitcoin. Alts got crushed, particularly the other memes. And we looked at those like WIF, Bonk, Pepe. Those got hit harder than Dogecoin did. But now we're at a point with Bitcoin where there'll be the usual ups and downs based on economic cycles, but I don't think we're going to see like a big 70% pullback on Bitcoin anymore. So yeah, the whole cycle narrative is probably going to change from the 4-year cycles, bears and bulls, into more of sort of the economic money supply cycles. Nick, sold your ETH at 3,800, but then I put that money to Doge at 35 cents. Being patient, buy dips. I'll bet Doge gets to 35 cents before ETH hits 3,800 again. So in the end, I think you're going to win on that bet. I know it's tough right now that you're down on that Doge, but I think you're going to win in the end. We'll see how that plays out. Hey, SP, are we rich yet? We're all rich. We're all rich. Good place to be right now. Much green candle, much wow. I mean, Bitcoin's going to hit 100K this week. It's coming. XCN will 20x. Are we really going to do that? We looked at Onyx Coin yesterday on the live stream. Chart doesn't look good. To me, the chart doesn't look good. But because we've got a lot of green in the market with Bitcoin, that means the alts are doing well, and XCN may do well because of that. Hey, Seth, it looks like it's going to be a trade agreement between the United States and the UK, is the Trump announcement. So, I mean, Trump wants to make a big show of it, obviously. He's doing it at 10 o'clock while the stock market is open, right? So he's got an agenda here to help boost the stock market. So that could be good. Blades, I told a friend to use my link and join Robinhood so we can get a free stock. Gave him a good stock pick. He messaged me today that the pick I gave him is up 8%, and then sent me his link to join. It's good. My stock pick, of course, Megal, was up 60%. We were watching that during yesterday's live stream after market, just going crazy, and it stayed up. I couldn't believe it. So I haven't bought back in yet. Litecoin had a nice bump yesterday. It was pulling back this morning. Litecoin was. Yeah, see, a big pullback this morning, Litecoin had. But it's coming back up. It's coming back up. But yeah, definitely a nice run yesterday. Litecoin had. Litecoin will be back over $100 soon. Right now, it's strength of Bitcoin tonight. Hey, maybe Bitcoin will hit 100K tonight. Who knows? You get this momentum starting to go and you get good trading supporting it. We could see 18-cent Dogecoin. If I DCA, will Robinhood automatically calculate it? Yes, it will. First in, first out. Yes. And it's also first in, first out when you sell. So if your first Dogecoin you bought is up at 30 cents and then you're buying more at 16, when you sell, it's going to take that 30-cent Dogecoin first. That's how it's set up. First in, first out. Yeah. And that's the other thing, Doug. Good to remind John here that, what's your plan? You bought Dogecoin. Did you have a plan besides just making a lot of money? But did you have a real plan there? That's what gets me is so many people who buy Dogecoin and then they start complaining about 10,000 new Dogecoin every minute. And I'm just like, then why did you buy it? Because it's always been that way. You didn't do your research, did you? You don't know what you bought. 4-year cycles dead hype? Could be. Best crypto summer ever. Blake? I don't think we're going to be having the big dips. There'll be little dips, I think, through the summer, but not big dips. Super chuckle. The super chuckle, right? Super chuckle. Chart watchers using blindfolds to what's happening in the rest of the world. Yeah. Well, hello, chat. Tish me, Bob. Okay. Yep. Glad to be on late night tonight. Awesome. We might even not get the Cavs or the Celtics in the Eastern Conference Finals the way things are going. It's going to be the Pacers against the Knicks. Both the Cavs and the Celtics have a lot of work to do now. Exactly, Doug. Stop chasing the shiny objects. And that's it right there. I mean, the biggest losers of the day are Virtuals, Pengu, and Fartcoin. Those are the exact coins everyone was raving about the other day. And now they're retracing. That's how it goes. The bright, shiny objects. The Democrats take the lead again. Bitcoin will stall? No, I don't think so. Actually, crypto did very well under Biden. Remember 2021? That would be awesome if Bitcoin just decided to go right to 100K while I'm live. I'll take that. Yeah, Robert, we talk about this a lot. So here's the thing about the way Bitcoin versus Dogecoin trades. When there are green candles and markets are going up, Dogecoin outperforms Bitcoin. But when the market goes down, like we've had since January, Dogecoin drops harder than Bitcoin. No other way to say it. So yes, Dogecoin has fallen harder on a percentage basis than Bitcoin has because of the fear of tariffs. But remember, last November, after the Trump election, Bitcoin went up 100%, Dogecoin went up 200% and outperformed Bitcoin. So you can't just look at one side of it, you got to look at the other side too. Dogecoin outperforms Bitcoin in the green markets. Like even today, Dogecoin, since 8 o'clock, Dogecoin's up 1.8, Bitcoin's up 1.2 in the green. Dogecoin outperforming Bitcoin when things are green. Hey, Mac, I'm just happy we can finally get some type of regulation so we can move forward. Dogecoin getting real utility. This Doge OS thing could be a pretty cool thing. I mean, the MyDoge app is awesome, and it's the same team that's building Doge OS. You have a text message, Shay, you sent to your mother that Bitcoin was going to touch 100K this weekend, maybe on your birthday, which is this Sunday. Might even happen before that. It might even happen before that. Bitcoin now up to 98.3. We could even hit it tonight. Yeah, Halogen, it's just the average price that like Robinhood shows you doesn't mean anything. You've bought individual coins at different prices. And so when you sell, the first ones that are sold are the first ones you bought. That's all it is. Mr. Vanquisher woke up to a sea of green candles. What a perfect way to start your day. Good morning to you. It's a green day. Yes, it is. Mars, you're here. The OG in the house. Doing a late night stream. And we got green candles going on. 100K, let's get it. We're watching Bitcoin right now because Bitcoin is now up to 98.4. We're on a 100K watch here. I didn't know I would be doing that on my late night live stream. The 100K watch. Bitcoin revisiting 100K. Doge up over 17.5 cents, could hit 18 cents and recapture 18 cents tonight. So, yeah, we got some green in the markets. Hey, and sitting on your hands, being patient, always the best option. That's why you don't play it cute with the swing trading and crypto. People ask me, you swing trade crypto? It's like, I've done it before, but with this kind of market, you don't know when things are going to take off like this. And if you're in the middle of a swing trade and you're out of the trade right now and the market's taking off, yes, I'm going to hodl through the summer, Nick. I don't think this is going to be one of those sell in May, go away kind of summers. I'm not feeling it. I think there's a lot of momentum behind Bitcoin. I'm just not seeing the summer doldrums that we've seen in the past. So I'm not going to play it cute. I'm not, like N says, I'm not going to try and outsmart the market. I'm just going to hold what I have. Hey, Bogdan, you're welcome. ETH upgrade today to Pectra was supposed to happen. I don't really follow the details of ETH. So I don't know what time that was supposed to happen. I did get a notification from Coinbase that they were going to suspend some ETH trading for an hour or two today. I didn't even look at it beyond what just the title of the email said because I was like, I can't. I just was so busy today. I just like, and ETH, I just don't really follow ETH that closely. We are live. Yes, Han Daniel. How are you? Is BTC pumping beyond Trump's tweet? This could be because of the news. This could be because of the, a little hype. I mean, stocks aren't trading now, so I guess you can trade stocks overnight on some platforms. Let's take a look. Yeah, Robinhood has some, not all the stocks, but there's a number of them you can actually trade overnight. Yeah, my Robinhood account's looking good because Doge is going up. And I made a bunch of money off of Megal the other day, so or yesterday. Yeah, they're all up on the overnight. Nvidia's up, MicroStrategy's up. Yeah, the ones that are trading overnight, Robinhood stock is up. They're all up. So, yep. Tesla, Coinbase, those are all up. 98.5, look at that. Dogecoin up to 1763, moving up. Fetch. Well, hype. I used to own Fetch. I made a lot of money off of Fetch. And I haven't really watched it since. So I don't know what's up with Fetch right now. 70 cents. This was my initial Fetch buy was 36 cents, which is right here on my chart, this blue line. That was my initial, but that was a couple of years ago. Yeah, I sold it up here at about 98 cents is where I sold, was 98 cents. So I took it from 36 to 98. So almost a 3x on my Fetch. Wow, it got all the way up to $3.48. So it has to do about a 4.5x from here just to get to the high it was at. That was in March of 2024. Last December, it only got up to a little over $2. Yeah, I don't know how the whole AI narrative is going to play out and what Fetch is doing on that now. I just kind of, after I sold, I just haven't kept up with it. I mean, AI is still kind of the big buzz thing. People talking about BitTensor, Tau being some big AI play, but I thought Fetch was, especially when they did that merging with Ocean and whatever that third one was, that they merged together and all trade under one company now. They were going to change their name to AI something, but it's still called Fetch. So I don't know. But yeah, it is good. Everything's going up tonight. 98.7 for Bitcoin. It could happen tonight. Yeah, I don't think the India-Pakistan thing is big enough to cause like the markets to really react negatively. So, yeah, Moreno, I'm live right now. No, Moreno. Dogecoin's up from 13 cents to 17.5 cents now. Percentage-wise, let's see. Let's see what that looks like percentage-wise. Here was Bitcoin's. Its low was 74.6 on April 7th. So it is up 32%. Okay? 32%. So let's look at Dogecoin. Dogecoin traded down to 13 cents. And now it's here, 36%. Okay? So Dogecoin isn't struggling against Bitcoin since April 7th. Dogecoin is up 36%, and Bitcoin from that low is up 32%. Dogecoin is outperforming Bitcoin when the market goes up. Okay? I love green. Is that your favorite color? Is green your favorite color, Mars? The Trump collectible token is not the greatest. No, it is a loser. I'm sorry. And that's using Trump's word, and he hates losers. But that Trump collectible token is a loser. I know because I have some. Yeah, it depends on what exchange you're looking at. Different prices on different exchanges. So one exchange might already have Bitcoin trading at 99K, while others are at 98. Mars, we think this is all running ahead of trade deal announcements that are going to come tomorrow. I don't think Bitcoin will probably trade over 100K in May, and it may stay up over 100K. I'm not expecting any big drops this summer right now. Let's go. Dog whiff hat. So whiff is one of those that just got killed over the past 4 months. Just absolutely got annihilated. From its top in November at $4.80, it dropped down 93%. So a lot of ground to make up. How high is it going to go? I have no idea. I don't really follow whiff. I just know that it got slammed. I've got this blue line at $3, which was it was a resistance support line that, of course, totally got busted in December. Is $3. It's trading at 59 cents now. Just to get to $3 would be really hard at this point. I mean, there'd have to be some major meme coin FOMO, which would be Bonk and Pepe, and including whiff as well, probably, to get back up to that level. Something like that. But it isn't just whiff that was down like that. I mean, Pepe got killed too. Pepe's drop was not quite as bad, 82%, where whiff was 92%. But you get the picture. Bitcoin 98.7. Green candles. Go Pengu. I know, right, Denise? Where's all the Pengu fans right now? And the Virtuals fans. And what was the other one? Oh, and Fartcoin. Yeah. Fartcoin's down 14% for the week. Poor Fartcoin. You've been day trading Pengu? I got blinded by the shiny object. Oh, Denise, sorry to hear that. You're going with Crow with Knife on crypto.com. Did you buy it on crypto.com? I need to do more night live streams so that we get more pumps. Yeah. This is a nice coincidence that we're getting green candles while I'm live late, but I'll take it. How about Ondo? AJ Writes Crypto was just talking about Ondo. I think it's one that he's involved with here. 89 cents. It just hit 90. Ondo's actually been trading okay. How high did it get? $2.14. I just have to do this just to get a sense of the drop here. 67% drop from its high, but made a nice comeback up over $1. So it's looks like it's pushing back over $1 right now, because it was just there in April. Where Doge was, what did Doge hit? Yeah, not quite 20 cents. End of April was Doge's high. But yeah, I got this blue line at 18 cents here. So that's the next resistance level right there. And Bitcoin just keeps pushing. What do I trade on? Mostly Coinbase, Nino. That's what I do most of my trades with, is Coinbase. I do some on Robinhood, although Robinhood is more stacking Doge and swing trading stocks. You bought the app lovin' on April 7th. April 7th, Doug, was a good day to buy just about anything. You know that, right? But yeah, that's awesome. 203 to 350. But yeah, April 7th was the day to like unload on everything. Now looking back. Good night, sunshine. We'll see you. We're running. Market is pumping while we're live. Late night live for me. You're getting your mom green candles for Mother's Day. Yes, more late night lives. Yeah, my target is 16 cents for Trump. What's it doing? 11. It's doing nothing. Bitcoin's going up. Doge is going up. Trump is just doing nothing. What a stupid collectible that is. What's more likely? Oh, Tedward, you're asking me this question. What's more likely? Wow, that's a good one. Yeah, I can't answer that. Hey, Cumro. Kriss is Kriss is live late. Things are pumping. You've got some Trump collectibles too, Mars? Yeah, me too. One Doge always equals one Doge. Well, I think Bitcoin is rallying because of the news. We want trade deals. Get out of this tariff thing. Hey, Nye, how are you? I know. Last time I was this late, we were watching a SpaceX rocket launch. But this is good. I'll take green candles. Should I wait on this pump to dip? That's what I always say, Devilmon. Don't buy in the green candles. You wait for the red. Pedro says wait until Sunday night and Monday morning. Of course, we don't know what's going to happen between now and then. That's a few days of waiting. But usually we have dips. You're right, Pedro. What do I think of the World Coin? I am totally anti the whole project. Like the eyeball scanning thing, I don't know. I can't do it. But you can buy it. 95 cents. I'm not buying this. Went on a nice run here in April. While other things were going down, WorldCoin was going up. Look at that. That's a pretty good run. $1.24. How high did this thing get back in December? $4? Yeah. So it's got to do a 4x from here just to get back to there. Like a lot of other things. Yeah, I don't really follow it, Jay. I'm going to pull an all-nighter. Take the credit for the pump. Can't wait for the big run. I know we had some crazy live streams last cycle. There were some crazy ones. Now we're getting some nice green candles, and oh well. Glad to be here though. For anybody else, MB's out. See you. Outperforming Bitcoin. That's what always happens in the green markets. Dogecoin outperforms Bitcoin. Scammed by our own president. That's true. That's true. And especially Mars, myself, many others who bought this stupid thing and are down. So Jay, about Ben. So, it was obvious Ben had a lot of stuff going on. Was certainly very popular years ago and got a lot of people interested in and excited about crypto, built a huge channel, built a big following. Kind of got to his head. He was making deals and he was doing things that he probably shouldn't have been doing. I think the pressure started getting to him and the stress of everything that was going on, made some bad decisions, and it all spiraled from there. So I wish him well. I wish Ben well. I mean, he's in jail. He gets out, but I don't know, in another month or I don't know what is exactly what his what the sentence was, but you can see how it happens, especially with the stress, going through a divorce, doing lawsuits, like all of that stuff going on. You can't just, it's all in your head, and it's just so stressful that you start making bad decisions. And he did. So I wish him well. I hope he gets the help he needs. He obviously needs some therapy, needs to get through things, work things out. I wish him well. Please, people, buy Trump tokens so it will pump. And nobody's buying it. Nobody's buying it. We already have a world coin. It's called Doge. I feel like I've been scammed by ETH. Exactly. Oh, look at Doge. 1771 now. Doge pushing up. 1772. Let's go. And what's ETH doing? ETH is starting to move a little bit. Bitcoin at 98.8. Christoph. See, you're welcome. The good old days. All eyes on Doge. All eyes on Doge.
All eyes on Doge. Big run up to the moon. Whew. Doge still going up. All eyes on Doge. Still big run up to the moon. Keep going up. Going up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Up. Movement in Doge. Dogecoin. Up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Up. Movement in Doge.
Always fun. Always fun. I need to look at the heat map. Is this right? $4 billion? No. There's not $4 billion to be liquidated. At 100K, Manny. I don't know where you're seeing $4 billion of shorts. 4 billion. There's about 75 million here. At 100K. 75 million. There's 66 million, a little over 100K, then another 52. There's no 4 billion. Manny. The number's in the millions, definitely. And right around there, it's like 100 million, right around there. According to, again, this is the CoinGlass liquidation heat map, zoomed out on the 3-month time frame. That's the last time Bitcoin was up at like 99K. So that's what I'm looking at here. And there's no 4 billion. So I don't see that, Manny. There's no doubt that there's a lot up here, but not that much. Yes. My beloved 100 collectible Trump tokens are garbage. I agree. I'm waiting for the next pump so I could just be done with it and put it into something else. Hey, people were buying when there was that announcement of that dinner, and I wasn't on it at the time. I should have been. It was pumping then. I should have just sold then. That was the green candle. That was the opportunity. Nye's about to break even on that 1775 buy. You're close. 1770 now. Doge is the greatest. I know. What about X payments? X payments are going to come. And even though Doge won't be on it at the beginning, it'll pump Doge. Just the excitement that maybe someday Doge will be on there. That'll pump Doge. It's all going up with Bitcoin going up to the Bagalo. I think this is all based on the news of trade deals that Trump is going to be announcing tomorrow. So we're getting a late night pump. I'm not one that talks about FOMOing in. It's not, you just don't buy on the green candles. You wait for the red dips because it will dip. Now, does this keep having green candles going up and up and up? And by the time you get a red candle and it dips, it doesn't dip this low. That could happen. But right now, I mean, this isn't like super crazy. It's just slow and steady gains over the last hour. So yeah, there will be a retrace that will happen and you wait for those red candles. That's how I trade. I wait for the red candles. Why is Stacks outperforming Doge? I think Stacks also got killed on the way down. Stacks used to mirror Bitcoin. Well, let's see. I mean, in the past 3 hours, Dogecoin is outperforming Stacks 2.8% to 2.4%. So on the short term, outperforming. Since the low on April 7th, Stacks is up 87%. Nice. Yep, that's outperforming Doge. But I think on the downside, Stacks just got killed. Yeah, 82, 84% on the downside. I sold my Stacks right in here, $1.26. But yeah, Stacks is trading very well. I still have some of this in the KrissPax DCA portfolio. We bought that kind of high. T-minus 11 minutes till 99K. Little red candle right now. 98.6. Will I DCA Trump coin? I think when I sell Trump coin, I'll never buy it again. That's going to be one that's just going to be done with. There won't be a pump for Trump coin. Thank you, Halogen. Well, we had one. And that might have been the time. That might have been the time to sell it. And I missed it. Was that April 23rd? That was the pump. Should have just sold it right then. On that day, 23rd of April, what was the Doge price? Well, 23rd of April, Doge was at 18 cents. So interesting. But yeah, I just want to be done with it. I don't believe that much in Trump, but I just bought a little bit just cause. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've got 100 Trump tokens. I've got way much more Doge. But I just want to be done with it. Mark my words, Hype says. Mark my words. Trade deal with China, mic drop. We'll see. New York Times says tomorrow's is with the UK, not China. The China one could be a while. You're in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean on a cruise ship? 9? Are you paying for internet connection on a cruise ship? Sounds nice, though. I've been on a couple cruises. Did one to Bermuda, and then did another one where did from Bahamas to St. Martin. And where else did we stop? Must have been St. John's, St. Martin, and Bahamas. Yeah, cruises are fun. What's it like to get hawk to by Trump? Why not swap Trump for Doge? Yeah, well, Jay, that's the thing, right? You have to sell. So I have it on crypto.com. So I will have to sell. And the way I trade, I sell on green candle. So I'm waiting for the next big pump on a green candle. And then we'll see what I buy. I don't think we're ever going to see $20,000 Bitcoin again. Nope. Nope, you had your chance. Beginning of 2023. And then I guess in the summer of 2023, it dropped back to like 25, 26K, something like that. And that was it. Ryan is on the Toshi bandwagon. Toshi's going to beat them all. 0.0003 for Toshi. Let's see, from April 7th, because we've just been comparing everything to April 7th. 85%, so about the same as Stacks. It's up about the same as Stacks since the dip. On the way down, and we were charting this. Now remember this prediction. Yeah, down over 90% since its peak. That was some crazy trading back then on Toshi. Remember that? That was crazy. And I was like, don't buy this. Don't buy this. Don't get fooled by the green candles. And it just kept going down, down, down. So what's it going to do now? Guess that's the big question, right? Looks like it has some momentum. Good luck with your Toshi. I'm just sticking with Doge, Bitcoin. I still have some peak, still have the Trump, still have my whole KrissPax DCA portfolio that maybe this fall, start taking some profits on that. If Doge wasn't increasing supply, the market cap it's at now would reflect a much higher price of Doge. Doge is what it is, Zena. It just is what it is. The supply will continue to increase because it's a proof of work cryptocurrency, and new Dogecoins are created to reward the miners who are validating all the transactions on the blockchain. Hey, Aussie, good day. Trump will blast off if Solana goes on a run. You think there's a link that if Solana goes running, Trump token will go with it? Solana is about to break 150. Our Bitcoin surge is slowing down at the moment. Hi, Sean. How are you? Good night, Isabella. Thanks for stopping in. You remember Bitcoin at 12K? You were telling people about it and the mining. They didn't want to hear you. I remember seeing $12,000 Bitcoin and saying, F that, I'm buying Doge. Doge to the moon. Yeah, it's late. A little tired. I'm doing all right, though. Good evening, Danny. How are you? Moment of silence for those waiting for 10 cents. Exactly. Mark my words, right? Mark my words. Hey, Blue Horse. Happy Thursday to you. Still Wednesday here. Yeah, it turns out like buying Bitcoin was the smart move. Should have just bought Bitcoin. Oh, just got a notification from Robinhood that Dogecoin is up 5% in the last 8 hours to 1775. Thank you, Robinhood, for the notification. Did you all get your Robinhood notification just now? Everybody? Robinhood notification? Doge up 5% over the past 8 hours. Thank you, Blue Horse. Reminding everyone, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. We're hanging out late night on a Wednesday. Bunch of green candles. Price is looking good. Nope, Devilmon, the creators don't have anything to do with Dogecoin anymore. Dogecoin is in the hands of the people. There is a Dogecoin Foundation. There are devs, right, developers who work on the coin's code, but that would be something that would have to be voted on by the community to do something about coins. So first of all, Dogecoins are not tokens, right? Tokens are things like Solana, right? Proof of stake tokens. Dogecoin has coins that are minted. Dogecoin is a proof of work cryptocurrency. The mining is what secures the blockchain. That's when new coins are made as rewards to the miners. You can't just decide to stop making new coins. It changes the whole coin. So that's what Ethereum did, right? Ethereum had no cap. Ethereum was proof of work cryptocurrency, but Vitalik got everyone to agree to change Ethereum from proof of work to proof of stake. And there's some kind of fluctuating amount of tokens. I don't know exactly how it works, but those are the tokens that they're giving away for staking because it's now a proof of stake cryptocurrency. But I don't know exactly how it works. But no, there's no initiative now to cap Dogecoin and stop making new coins. You got your Robinhood notification? Robinhood notifications working. YouTube, not so much. I don't know what that is with YouTube. Sometimes when I start a live stream, the notifications go out, and sometimes nothing. Dead silence. I'm still waiting for the Robinhood notification to tell me that I won the gold bar. I never got an announcement. I never heard anything about anybody winning it. Did anybody actually get the gold bar? I never saw that. I never saw it. Good night, Halogen. I keep getting notifications. Kenneth, I sold all my 5-cent Doge at 42. Wish I was still a holder, but wanted to get back in at 10. Even if you buy back in at 17, I mean, you sold at 42. That's a great swing trade. 42 back to 17. The dippiest dip since then was 13. Not too far off. Not too far off. Cardano back over 70 cents. There's some nice big green candles on Cardano. That's moving. VeChain over 2.5 cents. What else is moving? Link 14. We looked at Fetch over 70 cents, now over 71. And Jasmy 1.6 cents. Trying to get that big momentum back on Jasmy. Jasmy will go running at some point in time on its own. It's done that before. Doge just hit 17.8. Bitcoin turning right back around and going higher, 98.8. So close to 99K on Bitcoin. Don't have a current Doge prediction for the end of the year, Timothy. Who knows? I mean, you tell me what the parameters are. What's going to happen with Doge between now and the end of the year? Because that matters as to what its price is. Can you buy a Tesla car with Doge? Can you send somebody Doge on the X platform, person to person? Pax Cat won the gold bar. That cat. Ah. It looks like Doge is trying to get back to 18 cents, and then we'll see. Does 18 cents then become support? Can it hold? You know, what's Bitcoin going to do when it hits 100K? Would that be the new bottom? Exactly. That we'll see. I think a lot of that right now is going to rely on Bitcoin and what Bitcoin does. But if Bitcoin goes over 100K and then 100K becomes support, then 18 cents will be support. Ask the 8-ball blades. Got the 8-ball right here. Will we see 18 cents for Dogecoin tonight? Magic 8-ball says yes. Yes. That was an easy one, Blades. That was a quick question. Yes. Magic 8-ball said yes. 18-cent Doge. Now it's got to happen, right? Because the 8-ball said so. There you have it. Exactly. Let's go. The 8-ball is never wrong. Bullish. Exactly. Exactly. And this is a bullish move tonight. Crypto's doing a lot better than the Celtics. The Celtics just really stunk tonight. So for those that weren't here earlier, Trader Allen had this new chart for this bull flag, and we've already broken out of it because Doge is now up here. So that's a pretty good bull flag there. And Ali has a pretty good chart. I'm giving Ali some kudos for this chart. This is a good one. I just don't like his talking about a dip to 14 cents because I don't see that dip happening. And he drew this little dotted arc here, like Dogecoin was going to drop back down to 14 cents and retest this sloping support line. It doesn't have to. It can just go up from here. Next resistance he has at 21.3. That's the 0.618 fib line. So yeah, that's a pretty good chart. Except for the swoop on this dotted line. That's the only thing that doesn't work on this chart. In my opinion. Yes, it has been said. Did Jerome Powell eat Gary Gensler? Haven't heard from Gary. No, he was on CNBC about a week ago. I saw a clip that he did make an appearance. I don't remember what he said. Don't even remember. Coinbase is saying 18 already? I doubt that. I've got the Coinbase chart right here. 17.8. Hasn't hit 18 yet on Coinbase. Now, if you look at just the Coinbase app, it's going to round up from 17.8 to 18. So Coinbase rounds up if you're just looking at the app and not the actual trading platform. So it'll take that 17.8 and it'll round it to 18. But Doge has not hit 18 cents yet. I know, Gary's my neighbor. I can't believe MIT is paying him again to teach. And it's not even crypto. He's teaching something else. I don't know. Yep, on the late night grind. Yep. What's XRP doing? Hype 217. And it's moving up slowly. This is exactly where it was here on Tuesday. Doge is much higher than it was on Tuesday. So yeah, XRP not doing much. I agree. How about Avalanche? Is that a yawn on Avalanche too? Yep, that's a yawn on Avalanche. It's lower than it was on Tuesday. So yeah, not great. But Bitcoin's higher and Doge is even higher than that. That's why we like the Doge with green candles. Even ETH, Shay? Yep, ETH is higher than it was on Tuesday. Even ETH. Look at that. But then we go to Bitcoin dominance and we're like, oh, look, Bitcoin dominance. Some red candles. Some red candles on Bitcoin dominance. No, sounds, it doesn't work that way. Bitcoin dominance does not stop alts from pumping. Bitcoin dominance is the result of alts not pumping. Okay? It's not it's just an indicator of what has already happened. Yeah, Cody. I did go live. I told you I'd be late night Wednesday, and here I am. Near. I don't follow Near, so I don't know what its price should be. $2.37 right now for Near. Yeah. Not great. Down from 270 a couple weeks ago. From the April 7th low. It's up about 20%. Not as good as Doge's 36% or 38%, but looks like it's just kind of following the market. No, sounds. If alts fly, then dominance drops. It's the other way around. It's the other way around. Nope, it's the other way around, Ryan. The 4-hour chart looks really good for Bitcoin, doesn't it? Big green candle. Doge, big green candle. Trying to get to 18 cents. Thank you. Poke it. Yeah, 17.8. It's been hitting it, but can't get over it. Yeah, Ryan. That's true. But as we've seen, right, when the whole market moves up, Bitcoin dominance goes down. Doge outperforms Bitcoin. In the bull runs, Dogecoin always outperforms Bitcoin. That's when you want to be sure you're in Doge and you're not doing something cute like swing trading it. Bitcoin's kind of petering out here at 98.8, losing a little momentum. Metal, you're back. How's it going, man? That's it. I'm selling my Trump and my Hawk Tua. BTC has more exposure to the general public. Yep, the ETF, that's definitely a big one. But it's also out there more. More people talk about Bitcoin than anything else. And a lot of people equate cryptocurrency with just Bitcoin. They don't know that there's a bunch of other ones. Buy ETH. Stay in May. That's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to sell in May and play it cute. I'm just going to keep what I have. I mean, again, I took a huge profit back in January, so I'm just going to ride what I have through the summer. Try and pick up some more on dips. Yeah, ETH at 1860 now. So, yeah, up to 1900. When's the last time it was at 1900? Been a while. Let's see. When was the last time it was at 1900? April 2nd. So, yeah, revisiting April 2nd. I mean, look at this, just sideways from the 22nd of April across, just sideways. So, yeah, it'd be good for ETH to break out of that. I've got this red dash line at 1925. So that is the next resistance level. It's 1925 right there. But yeah, ETH's starting to show some little momentum here. Look at that. That's cool metal. Yeah, we'll see what happens tomorrow. You know, that Trump announcement, Ryan, is at 10 o'clock, and I think it's on purpose so that the announcement happens while the stock market is trading. So I think he's trying to pump the markets. So yeah, should be fun tomorrow. Should be fun. I'm doing well tonight, Louis. Doing well. Glad I could come on. But I think I'm going to have to call it. Didn't quite make 18 cents during the live stream, but we could hit 18. Anybody else new coming in? Welcome. I'm Kriss. Typically, we have the live streams earlier, usually late afternoon into early evening, depending on where you are in the world. But I'm here in Boston. But had to do a late night tonight because I was busy earlier. And yeah, we had fun tonight. A lot of green candles. So I have videos that I make throughout the week, usually in the mornings, and then I do the lives late afternoons into the evenings. And I usually do another live on Sundays as well. So make sure you're subscribed. You got your notifications on. And yeah, we talk crypto. We talk a lot about Dogecoin. We're expecting a big Dogecoin pump to come, most likely in the fall, I think. But when we see green candles like this on a good day, Doge is usually outperforming most other cryptos. So that's what we got going on. Hey, maybe wake up in the morning and we're at 18-cent Dogecoin. Maybe it's $100,000 Bitcoin again. We'll see. Right now, still kind of in the green, so that's good. Yep. DZ, how are you? How about those Doge ads at 14 cents? I know, right? Good time to buy. Good time to buy. All right, gang. Hey, I hope everyone has a great night or a great day. If you're already on the other side of the world and it's Thursday already for you, have a good day. And we'll see you next time.
Dogecoin, which started as a complete joke, has like skyrocketed to not a joke anymore. It hit an all-time high of almost 10 cents yesterday, but it was so minuscule you wouldn't have understood why you have millions of shares.
Didn't Elon tweet that too?
And arguably, the most entertaining outcome and the most ironic outcome would be that Dogecoin becomes the currency of Earth in the future.